What is up, Book Nerds? Final tier list of the year. Let's go. Let's talk about the Seahawks. They are the best team in the league. And if they go to the Super Bowl, I know where I'm going for the watch party because I got a Seahawks fan in the family. So I already got my plans in February if they make it. But this team, they just look amazing. You got Jackson Smith and Jigma. Sam Darnold is still good. Who would think Sam Darnold would still be good in the big 2026? Holy cow, that is crazy. Yeah, and they had a really good division to go against. I'll talk about the NFC West in a minute. We're going to put a pin in that. We're going to talk about the team that the Seahawks beat in the Super Bowl all those years ago in the Broncos. Best team in the AFC. Somehow it's still the AFC West, just a different team. Sean Payton still knows how to coach. Something that's not apparent in old head coaches, apparently. I know I just said that twice, but he's still good. Bo Nix is looking pretty good. Really not even the best quarterback because it's class now. We got Drake May. Was it Drake May? I think I got it. Where are the Patriots? Looking at this, time is a flat circle. We are back to 10 years ago. We are back just with new quarterbacks and new coaches because none of these are the same. But does that say something about who lives and dies in the league? I don't know. Patriots got Drake May, who may win the MVP. So, good on you. Let's see, who else do I want to talk about? Jaguars. The Jaguars are finally good. Finally paying Trevor Lawrence all that money is paying off. Because even when they made the playoffs, I didn't think they were actually that good. But now I'm like, okay, you're actually that good. I'm cautiously predicting you to lose. Cautious, because I can't put you in A tier just off the vibes. But for the Bills to go in there and lose, which would be so embarrassing that could get Sean McDermott fired. I think Bills lose, Sean McDermott gets fired. Because they already have lost the division, and now they have a chance to compete in a Super Bowl with no Patrick Mahomes, no Lamar Jackson, no Joe Burrow. All the teams that they've actually had serious competition against are all gone. You don't have to go against any of your real threats. And if you still can't beat Trevor Lawrence in the wild card, then you're getting fired, just straight up. This is your one shot. Plus, the Bills get taken out. This is a wide open AFC. Because you have none of the big four there. If the Bills get eliminated. Now I feel like I'm ready to talk about the West. This is a hard choice of putting the Niners in S tier, but the Rams in A tier. Just the odds are weird. Because, the Rams are somehow Super Bowl favorites in certain books. But the main book I use has, I can't read my notes. The Rams are supposed to be in S tier, and the Niners in A tier. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Rams, you're playing the Panthers. You lost to them during the regular season. You need to beat them. And I think I have faith in them to do that. Niners, you gotta play the Eagles. Good luck. And we'll talk about the Eagles. I really need to get my glasses. Eagles. A tier. This is about to be the battle of the NFC Championship, but in the wild card. This is going to be interesting. It's in Philly. 49ers are injured as always. Well, for 49ers standards, this might as well be healthy. It's actually a theory of why they're always injured based on an electromagnetic field next to their field. And Eagles. They don't got a Super Bowl hangover, but it's just who are we messing with more in the vibes category at this point? Because they're very comparable teams. And then the Bears. You won the North. Congrats, that Pope is doing numbers for you. because causes and arrival in Chicago. Texans, despite a horrible start to the season, you ended in A tier. Mostly because the Colts completely fell off a cliff. And we might as well talk about all the new coaches coming to the league. Giants looking for a replacement for Brian Dable. Cardinals looking for a replacement for Jonathan Gannon. Raiders. Pete Carroll gets fired after 1 year. I mean, I get that year was absolutely atrocious, but I'm not going to give him a little bit of grace. I mean, drafting a quarterback, I don't make sense. But you went 2 one-and-dones in a row. That doesn't look good for any coach that wants to come to the Raiders. You are like getting Fernando Mendoza. God bless the kid. Titans looking to replace Brian Callahan. We got somehow the Dolphins firing Mike McDaniel gets them all the way up into C tier because comparatively they weren't all that bad. We also got the Browns firing Kevin Stefanski. Really, that's all for the firing. Oh, how can we forget the magnum opus of firings? A team all the way up in C tier. Baltimore Ravens, get on up there. You also fired a coach. Yeah, all it's going to basically looking to get each other's coaches. Or a good OC or DC. And also, Dolphins, you just got a new GM from the Packers, so congrats on that. But yeah, Black Monday, and it may not even be the end of Black Monday, really, depending on how that first round of the playoffs go. So we might as well wrap up F tier with the Jets. Aaron Glenn didn't go 1-and-done. Congrats on that. D tier, we now have a lot to say. Commanders. You somehow fired, what's his name? Cliff Kingsbury. Just got fired as the OC. He literally went as the OC so they could try to get Caleb Williams. They did not get Caleb Williams, but they got someone even better. But then their offense completely collapses in on itself, and now they have a new OCDC. The NFC Championship looks years ago, even though it wasn't even a full year ago. Then we have we were talking about the Browns. The Saints. Kellen Moore survives. Kellen Moore was actually my bet for first coach to get fired. And holy cow, he actively survived 8 firings. Like 2 divisions worth of firings went down. Probably even more. But you think by the end of it, like a third of the coaches could easily get fired. And he still has a job. But I guess the cycle is so chaotic, it just makes sense. Then, Chiefs. The Chiefs back down to D tier. You had a collapse I've never seen, and it was all I could have ever hoped for. And Bengals. Yeah, that Super Bowl is looking further and further away, and you're wasting the time of Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and all your other players. I'm not looking at the rest of the team. Vikings. You end in B tier, which isn't even that bad. Okay, we forgot some playoff teams. But you're sharing a tier with some playoff teams, so congrats on that. How can I forget about the Chargers? Granted, I don't really ever like remembering about the Chargers, considering they never do crap in the playoffs. And if they see the Patriots' second bye week, I will eat my foot if they somehow beat the Patriots. I don't think so. And Panthers, you beat the Rams earlier in the year. Try to do that again, I guess. Now the Buccaneers. I'm going to put you in C tier. Like, I can't even excuse the fall off you had was absolutely atrocious. Like, I have secondhand embarrassment watching you drop 6 games in a row, win your last game of the season, and then completely get screw yourselves over because you couldn't beat the Falcons or the Saints. And they went your division treat. They went McAdams treat. Yeah. Lions. B tier. You played in a competitive division and lost. Packers. Another playoff team. Packers. You're in the 7th seed for like the third year in a row. You beat the Cowboys. You lost to the Eagles. Now you're on to a new challenge, the Bears. But I feel like this doesn't feel like a 2v7. This feels more like a 3v6 matchup. Because if anything, the actual 2v7, the actual 3v6, Niners equals. It doesn't really feel like it. That kind of does feel like a 3v6 matchup as well. These 3v6 matches are actually good. Like, this is actually pretty solid. Like, the Rams-Panthers game feels like a 2v7. That feels like 2v7. And the 4v5, that could easily be Packers, Bears, and then the 3. No, I think I like it the way it is. I'm yapping. And Steelers also, I forgot to make the playoffs, even though you're my favorite team. Sorry, it's just like, there's a certain point in the season where it's just like, because it's like, you're good, but I don't really like watching you, except when, as soon as you start losing, I turn off the TV. Well, I don't want to turn it off, I just change it to a more exciting team. But you're my team. Thank you. In fact, the Seahawks fan I mentioned earlier is married to a Steelers fan. Maybe we get a sequel to that Super Bowl. That's a Super Bowl sequel I wouldn't mind, even though we've been flooded with sequels. Love for some new blood to go into the Super Bowl. But if new blood doesn't enter it, love for a Seahawks to do a Super Bowl. Just to feel something, really. Falcons. Oh, you also fired your coach. So 9 firings. So Raheem Morris, you've been the coach of the Falcons twice. I don't care that much about you. And maybe I get something better. Cowboys. You had an amazing defense, but you're... And then you end the season 1-8. Embarrassing. You were 2 different teams. And somehow, with Daniel Jones, you were the better team. So, like, subscribe, with the notification notified when I upload next. See you next one. Please like and subscribe because I need money. But please subscribe. We're growing so much. Love for you to be part of it. What is up, book nerds? Final tier list of the year. Let's go. Let's talk about the Seahawks. They are the best team in the league. And if they go to the Super Bowl, I know where I'm going for the watch party because I got a Seahawks fan in the family.